Have you gotten yourself a domain name? Like, do you actually have a customized domain name, either for yourself or your brand? We'll be looking at how to get a domain name in this edition. But before we do that, let's dive into a very short break. Welcome back. My name is Noah Latoye, and welcome to 5 minutes of design and code, where we actually discuss design and coding tips just for you to get better. See, it is not a must that you consult a tech guy every time you have some issues like this. Having understanding as an individual will improve your productivity as a person. So let's take a look at what domain name and how you can get it. For you to get a domain name, you need to first ask yourself, like, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to build a portfolio site? Are you trying to build a company? What's the name of the company? What's the name that people can memorize? Like, just think something that will ring on people's ear, that won't be very difficult for them to memorize, because you know why? That is the essence of domain name. The moment your domain name is complicated, then it doesn't make sense even having a domain name anymore. So for you to have a complicated name, I would even suggest you leave the IP address the way it is. So in other words, think about name that is very easy to memorize. So when you memorize a name and you come up with a name that you think is fine, I think come up with like 2 or 3, because you're likely not to get the one that you want. So it would be nice you have maybe 2 or 3 as options. So once you have that, you can visit platforms that actually offer domain name. We call them name server providers. So they provide hosting and domain name and the like. So an example from Nigeria is Google Host. So Google Host in Nigeria provide domain name that you can buy from. So once you just go to their homepage, you'll be able to search for the name that you like and see if it's available. Now, in choosing domain name, there are what we call top level domain. We are going to look at that in our next lesson, but let's take a look at how you can get a domain right now. If you think you don't want to get a domain from a Nigerian source, you can visit other platforms like InMotion, GoDaddy. This platform provide almost the same services, but the difference is that the Nigerian version get to charge you in Naira and they get to charge you in dollars. But the truth is, you can host it anywhere. What you need to just bear in mind is domain name doesn't do anything by itself until you connect it to a server, until you connect it to an IP address. So instead of people to start visiting those IP address, whenever they visit, they can visit with your domain name. Under the hood, that domain will route them to the IP address you connected to it. And that's why when you visit a website like instincthub.com, all you will see are content from InstinctHub. And it doesn't just stop there. So you can choose to buy as many domain and link to just one IP address. So which means I can have instincthub.com, link to one source, instincthub.org, link to one source, and at the end you see several domain linking to just one source. Well, that can increase your SEO. We'll be talking about that in later videos, but right now, just know that what you need to focus on is how to get your domain and where to get your domain. Now, we are not affiliated with any of this platform I mentioned, but this is just for you to know. And that's how we wrap it up on this one. If you have any comments or have any contribution or any platform in Nigeria that you think people can buy domain from, you can also add it in the comment section. And if you like this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on all our social media handles so that you'll be notified each time we release new tip. Until next time, I'll see you in the next one.